Oh, well, one second. One second. Our intro, baby, our intro. I shook. And we are live here today with I Shook Comics with our editor in chief of I Shook Comics, BL Blankenship, and
Yeah.
myself, the CEO of I Shook itself, and of all the conglomerate things that we're doing. We are here live today. Now we've been away, for a while. We're hopefully going to get back into the game for with heavy push of things. Uh, we had Mr. Motion on our podcast. His
Rick.
podcast will be released this Saturday night
Right on.
live. Yeah, yeah. We just had a little few issues, few debacles with X, and we're getting all that X thing issues being fixed hopefully soon.
But what time is that gonna air Eastern Standard?
Yeah, EST will be like around 7ish. I'm gonna
Okay.
set up for
Cool.
7. Yeah.
Totally
So
cool.
yeah, and we'll put up his Kickstarter there and everything that he has there, and we he surpassed the Kickstarter, he funded it, but I think he has another 6 7 days extra, so we're gonna push that in the social media. Hopefully, try to do our best there.
I think that they technically have just finished
Yeah,
on
but
that
I think he sent
project.
me a text like he's got 6 more days
Well,
to
that's news to
post.
me if he does, because it looked like it was finished. I was on Kickstarter the other day.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, he had two campaigns. He had Oz and Emerald Nightmare, and he had Gasp also. Now he couldn't put them both out at the same time to some kind of rules or whatever that they have. Presumably, that's what I'm assuming. So Les, the artist, or one of the artists, one of the guys that's largely involved, amazing artist, the guy that did the cover
Yeah, he
for
did.
As an Emerald Nightmare as well. He is the account that you had that Gasp is being run through. So yeah, I'd went ahead and had contributed to that, and got issue 0 and issue 1 physical. So they're not mailed out yet. It just happened like the other day. So yeah, all kinds of stuff is going on. I've been reading some of Carissa Grant's stuff that she hooked me up with. Really neat stuff. Demons, cowboys, angels, all kinds of stuff. They rip off some angels' wings, and part of it, it's some kind of bargain or something that they're doing with him and making his clothes like armor and all kinds of craziness. I have what have I read? Let me think about this. Let me look. I have read JSA number 13. It's Justice Society of America. For anyone that doesn't know that, I've been
Wasn't
keeping
there a
up
show
with these.
JSA in Netflix for that comic?
Not to my knowing. So DC, they don't really do Netflix so much. There's some Marvel stuff there. They do like HBO Max and all that because it's under the Warner label, which, by the way, Saudi Arabia is looking to buy them, is what the rumors are. I've also been reading on Star Trek Voyager, that series. It's quite good. That species that Janeway teamed up against the Borg with. They're the ones that are the antagonistic species.
Oh, you talking
They
about the comic, right? The comic
Yeah,
book?
yeah, they
Yeah, yeah, I know
reference the
that. I didn't read
show.
it yet.
They reference the show a lot. The stuff that happened on the show, which is nice because it shows that they care about the content, and then they're telling a story and they weave in some new stuff. So I'm just going to tell you a factor in this story that's not happened on the TV show, but the species, whatever it is, it's like four numbers or letters or whatever. I can't remember it off the top of my head, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, for sure.
Their bipeds are huge. Um, they they're kind of interconnected like the Borg, but it's organic. So all their ships and everything are interconnected that way. They're in liquid space, and Janeway's right now trying to get out of liquid space and everything. Their ship's being hijacked. All kinds of wild stuff is going on. Somebody dies in it. You know, they see Janeway as a threat because she took futuristic technology back to Earth, which is what happened in the show. That they got from what is it, the Gamma Quadrant, all the way to to Earth.
Well, no,
And
well, Seven of Nine brought in the futuristic kind of
yeah,
technology from the Borg Queen, whatever her name was, and she retrofitted. She had retrofitted the Voyager to that futuristic type cloaking device.
it was awesome.
Borg
But
had,
they deal with that a lot in it. So all kinds of stuff.
and then they used the futuristic Stargate, not Stargate.
It's
What
that
was it
same
called?
type of thing. It
Yeah, where
creates
they
like a
can
wormhole.
transwarp.
Yeah, transwarp exactly.
Yeah.
You know your Star Trek. Of course I never doubt that, but yeah. Um,
Listen,
so
Star Trek, I think is more technical and sciency than you have than actually Star Wars. Star Wars happens to be a show that I think is more meant for like also jocks and people who are not into the science
I don't know. They
itself.
have a lot of politics in it, but they've got that too in Star Trek when you really get down into the nitty gritty
Yeah,
of
but
it.
they have a lot of science. They have a lot of science and geeky, kind of I guess lingo or conversations. I'm sorry to our viewers that I look pink for some reason. There's something wrong with my video cam, which I gotta fix in the future soon.
So
Hopefully next time around.
yesterday at the comic shop, I picked up a copy of Spider-Man Noir #2. So I've not had a chance to read that yet, but I'm excited about that. I like the pulpy noir stuff, and of course, Spider-Man acts like Spider-Man. He won't shut up in the middle of a fight or at any point in time. He's a detective in the Noir universe. Peter Parker is, so he's not doing photography. He's a detective. Gwendolyn Stacy is in it, all that good stuff. But yeah, like next week, the Batman Second Night is finally dropping their second issue. That's where Scarecrow's the villain.
The Scarecrow is always a villain.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's the headlining villain
Okay,
in
okay.
that. Yeah, there's two Punisher series going on. Uh, what is it? Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm looking in December when that happens. Yeah. So there's a bunch of stuff before that, but yeah, yeah, that's in December. I'll have another Punisher, two more Punisher thing, no, three more Punisher things. Shoot, um, out before that. Another thing with Janeway, and then yeah, I've got all that stuff going on. So where I use my pull box for my comic shop at is on leagueofcomicgeeks.com. And so you can fish around and you can find stuff and you can have it in your pull box. So then it's there when I go down to the store. So on that Wednesday when it drops or whenever I drag in there, I'll have stuff in my pull box. Yeah, there's a series by Bad Ideal Comics that I'm going to try out. It's called Ordained. It's got a priest, with the collar and all, and he's got his fists up like that.
Sorry, go ahead.
But yeah, so he's got his fists up like that, like he's gonna fight. There's a bunch of stuff in that. I'll find out whether I like it or not, but I'm gonna give it a try. Um, in January, they're putting out a 50th anniversary treasury of Superman versus the Amazing Spider-Man. It's a facsimile. That means it's a copy thing of an original. And That'll be out on January 7th if anybody's interested in that. Super famous. That is the absolute first crossover that there ever was in the history of comics. I think that was the 1970s. But yeah, so Battle of the Century. DC and Marvel just decided to do that. Fantastic artwork, all that. But that's coming out in January 7th specifically. Of course, they got more Voyager stuff. I'm just saying that because that's weird and neat. And then in February, on February 4th, at the first of that month, they've got the other Superman versus Spider-Man that happened, I believe, in 1982. And that one was put out by Marvel instead of DC. So Doctor Doom and everybody is in that. I think Superman punches the Hulk and all kinds of
Really?
stuff. Yeah. The
Well, how's
only
the? Well, I mean, DC and Marvel combining.
they did like a crossover. It's the first crossovers that there ever were. Like how recently they've had
That's so
Deadpool.
funny. Marvel and DC are not. They're separate from each other, right? They haven't
They're
both.
they're totally separate, but sometimes they'll do a crossover, and it's like, well, if we let you do a crossover, then you can do a crossover of us. Batman Spawn, Image DC.
Right.
Not weird, but that was the first time that
So
it
one
ever
thing. So
happened.
right now, Warner Brothers is selling, right? So if Warner Brothers is sold to Disney, then
no longer at all.
Disney will own DC also.
Yeah, Warner Brothers has actually been making money. Is the difference from them and
So
Disney here?
Why is Warner Brothers selling if
I don't
they
know because I don't know. I'm not aware of all the business side of that, but it's interesting because Warner Brothers itself, not even saying DC, Warner Brothers itself, it had several hits like Sinners, for example, vampire movie. They had several movies that did really well. Then the Penguin and the Batman and all that, they made money. They did well. So they've had a number of things that I can't even name them all, but that have been like hits. And Disney has had flop, 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 flop. They're really rich.
That's
They've
so
got
weird.
deep pockets.
I know Disney right now is losing shares because of YouTube. Has removed Disney or something like that
I
from
don't know.
their. Yeah, it's a whole thing going on. And I want to share a few clips that I have from my Comic-Con venture.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I love that.
And we're gonna do a reel hopefully soon. But this person I met, he has a comic called Project. Am I reading this right?
Niosis.
Niosis. There we go. Oh wow! Why is there a delay? 1 second.
I don't know. That's nice cover of art. I'm hearing myself through you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me stop that 1 second. Let me change the. Let's remove the source. You there? Okay, I have to share just the tab.
Check.
Yeah, now we're
Okay,
good.
yeah, it's fine.
Okay, now let me figure this out 1 second.
I just thought if I can hear it, people.
No, everyone can hear it wrong way.
Yeah. Hey, in March, Batman Dark Patterns. It's been going on for a while, and so I'm like late to the whatever. But that's when the trade paperback will come out. So I'm just gonna get it in a trade paperback. That way, I've got it all there. It's got some really creepy Batman stories. There's a guy called Wound Man, and it's about how they've treated people in the projects or whatever. And so he's kind of like their hero. They're taken for granted and everything. It's interesting. It's really interesting. He wants to get these chemist people that have did stuff. He's got like rebar and nails and everything sticking out of him. That's why he's called that. He looks very monstrous.
Okay, so I got it now. Let me share the. So I want to share the. I forgot this person's name again. I'm not good with names. Very bad with names. Let's just share the tab. Here we go. And again, there's a delay. And again, it's a delay. But should be. Let's pause it. Wow. There's a reason why there's a delay. Maybe it's
Jeremy Robinson is his name.
Yeah. How did you get that?
I just typed in the name of the comic and it said the book is by Jeremy Robinson.
Oh, okay, cool. So let me press play.
See that?
Yeah, it was very cool. So he signed all my comics.
That's awesome.
Yeah. We did one with Chuck Dixon and Doug.
Yeah, I'm there, bro.
Yeah.
I'm there.
Come on.
I'm there.
Yeah, he said he'll come on a podcast.
I'm
doing a lot of SEO. SEO is disaster. Yeah, so let's go over here. Let's go to the next one. This was a cool guy. Yeah, these guys were dressed up.
What's up, buddy? How you been? I'm good.
Yeah, this guy dressed up good.
Yeah.
I didn't even see him. It's my camera guy. What else we got here?
You had Lydia Dietz right there with him. So I heard that he wasn't going to show up, but somebody said his name 3 times.
Who, this guy?
No, Beetlejuice. When you say his
Beetlejuice.
name 3 times, he shows up.
Yeah. I mean, these guys, very cool guys.
Who's yours?
I gotta meet up with them. I gotta go to these. I have all these cards I mean, there was a lot of stuff going on in Comic Con. I mean, I didn't get a chance to even review Comic Con. This guy was a nice guy. This guy.
It's a fantastic one.
It was very good.
What were you asking? Resell? What do you mean?
I'm asking
Oh yeah. For sure, yeah.
But I gotta get back to them and see what they what they do.
Absolutely, that's cool.
This was these were the Beetlejuice. I don't know why he goes down.
Lovely. Thank you.
Yeah, that was hard copies of things. Where else did I meet? I met a few other people, very interesting people. She was amazing, and the reason why I say she was amazing, let me explain something to you. You see her whole booth?
Yeah.
It's every book she's ever written. She
Right on.
literally has written over 40 books and like 10 children books.
Cool.
Like you see over here, like this woman is so talented. Wow. Like these are the things I miss in real shows. Like I'm trying to get a book expo this year, but I don't know where it's going to be at.
Yeah.
Yeah, here, like we're talking. I bought a bunch of stuff, by the way. I bought a bunch of stuff because they're resellable. She has a beautiful book. I'm not gonna go so much into everybody. We're gonna see who else we met. She was very hyper.
Urban fantasy series based on Filipino mythology.
Very
Are you a graphic novel reader?
I read.
You read?
But I can't read everything.
That is okay.
The problem is I couldn't read everything, and I was already exhausted when I'm talking to her.
I like her hot girls read comic shirt.
Yeah, she does, and her mother's working with her. She says she'll come on a podcast, So we're gonna try to get her on a podcast. This is the guy. This guy works with who's the guy from Nexus again? I always forget his name.
Mike Barron.
Mike Barron. Yes, Mike.
That's the key right there. You can't
I always get confused with Mike and Chuck. Always.
judge me.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, we all got to sit down and have dinner together.
That's exactly.
Right.
He's taught
He's
He's taught me more about
I'm not
comics.
supposed to, brother.
well, Mike Barron helped me do this book.
Let's get a selfie so we can put it.
What was it called again? This one? Calico.
That's cool.
So it's like a Punisher kind of, comic. This guy was interesting. This guy was interesting. They all were interesting. Everyone I met was interesting. I could have met a lot more if I went the other days, but there was no way for me to go to the other days. Next year, something I want to do. I want to try to get a booth from now. We got to work on getting this booth now. This was the ending. But I met a lot of other people here. Let me see.
So that dude's name is H.H. German.
The guy who made Calico?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Calico comic, yeah.
Yeah.
So have you heard about James Gunn gonna do a V for Vendetta series?
Oh, really? Yeah. That's cool. That's good so far.
He's supposed to do that. Of course, that's Alan Moore.
Yeah, but let him focus on freaking the real comics that we're doing. Like, focus on the Batman and all the other ones. I think he's overplaying it.
I don't know, man. The only thing that I can get from V is for Vendetta is like you could not have more of a comic if you were wanting to politicize it and have like the conservatives are evil. Because that's it doesn't even make you guess. It isn't vague. That's what Alan Moore just like comes out and does and says with it. Whatever somebody wants, that is what V is for Vendetta is about. And they don't hint at it. They don't leave it vague. It's not one way or the other. Church, conservatives, all that bad guys.
Right.
And V is for Vendetta.
Crazy stuff. That's from the animated version.
I know.
Yeah, but you're right. The V for Vendetta. But again, who cares about if it's conservative or not, right?
Well, no, I'm just saying that's the entire thing, what it is, and there's no guessing or there's no thought or opinion. It blatantly like tells you. So so there'll be somebody that'll go wild about that and all that. And I'm not saying that he wants to put it out for that reason, but if you were ever wanting a comic that there's no other way to go than full on radical left that's V is for Vendetta is that comic. I mean, there's no other way to do it. That's what it is.
Yeah, but why are we classifying things? Well, maybe because of the
Well,
content.
because Alan Moore does it in the book. Alan Moore
Right,
just
yeah,
says
I
this
get it.
is the way that it is. So it's not left vague or whatever, which normality is most stuff is. Most stuff is this could be this or this could be that. He just comes right in and tells you.
Right, so I want to show this clip. Warhammer. Never knew it was a tabletop game.
Yeah.
I would move with my models, and I get to move a certain amount of inches.
Oh, wow. Wait, so it's not like squares?
There's no squares, no. It's just that you move wherever you want.
I was talking to this guy to try to resell. Yeah, but I don't know if we'll figure that out. I mean, we're working on it. We're working on getting reselling.
It looks like you were a busy guy down there, man.
I was crazy busy, and this was the slowest day, by the way.
Yeah.
This was the slowest day. Nothing was sold out. Like, it became people were buying. People were coming in and buying.
Was that the first day?
That was the first Thursday. Yeah.
No, was Thursday the first day?
Yeah, Thursday, then Friday, Saturday, Sunday again.
Yeah, there's some that run a week.
Yeah. Well, that's San Diego's a week. I'm not going.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, most aren't. Most are Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
So they had a whole one punch. The whole one punch booth.
Yeah. Hey, I could dress like him. People would be convinced.
Yeah, you could look good as a one punch man. Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody might ask me to knock him out, though. You know.
What else did I do here? I mean, there were so many things here. People were buying. This is a famous actor.
Yeah, one of the guys from the Warriors. 45 years.
Oh, he was in the Warriors.
Yeah, I know of it.
Never saw that movie.
I've never seen it, but I know what it is.
Right. Never seen it. Which is this one?
That's Shredder.
Shredder. Oh, he was Shredder.
Now I gotta get a shot of him.
Yeah, that guy played Shredder. Also. Warriors and Shredder, I think. No?
Okay, yeah.
This is the actor Shredder.
Yeah, I recognize
Shredder. Here we go. I James Saito. I didn't take. I should have maybe. I was already exhausted from taking like pics with everybody.
It'll wear you out, man. Convention.
Yeah,
Well, I've did all these music things. I've been to some. Literary
a lot of people were here. Like there was a lot going on here. Oh, and then my favorite star.
Drive by Beni? Yeah, B-E-N-I.
This is the most famous actor,
N.I.
Bruce Leroy. Last night.
Okay.
They did a 40-year anniversary, 40-year showing.
I have never seen that movie.
You have to watch this movie. This is one of the best movies ever.
I've heard a lot of people like it.
10, a lot. By the way, it flopped in the box office when it first came out.
So did the Princess Bride, man. I mean,
right, and then this one made $131 million off what's called DVDs and out. You know, like they made a lot of money. You know, and Sony Pictures, I don't know, they're keeping it. And I said, why can't we get this redone? I mean, and then this was fun. I got my son comics. I didn't see the girl, the pink Ranger, but I took a picture with the Red Ranger.
I might have seen like one episode ever of that show. I'd never really watched Power Rangers.
Oh, by the way, so he knows Daniel Baldwin. So what I did.
Way better. It sucks though. I promise you.
Daniel's on the phone.
What? Oh, dude, I love it, dude.
Didn't you say that you could get that you knew Daniel and it's just like
way better in your
What?
Didn't you say that you you knew Daniel and he's just
Yeah,
like,
he did.
you're like, I'll call him right now.
Yeah, when I did, and he knows he did a what's it called? He did, what did he do with Daniel? He did like a pilot in Buffalo, like a mob movie. But now Paramount put money on what's it called on Stallone's
Tulsa
Stallone's
King.
yeah, Tulsa King is very good, by the way.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen
I like
a bunch of it.
Yeah, I like it. What was it? This is the same clip or does it?
How are you, dude? I go, he goes, I know Daniel well. I go, I did 4-0 with Dan. I go, so. Yeah.
Comic-Con.
New York Comic Con.
Yeah, that was fun. I'm gonna post this in on Insta.
Did you
This
watch
was fun.
Landman?
Huh?
Did you watch Landman?
No, I didn't.
Okay, yeah, that's another thing on that channel that has the Tulsa King.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Fair
so
enough.
Looper, top 10
Yeah, I did
film.
4-0 with
That's
him in
us
my
right here,
class.
baby. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch his movie for nothing. He asked me to watch it. I'm gonna watch it.
Okay.
It did get a good award.
Okay.
Like this is the guy. He was also
One of
Power Ranger.
2 other producers, but I don't have a comic. Sorry.
It was fun. It was fun. I met these guys. They were fun. Who else did I meet? He was very young and he gave a comic. He signed it. I gave it to my son as a gift.
That's awesome.
My youngest, yeah. I don't know who this guy is. He's like hanging out with them. I didn't get who this person was.
Yes. I did Power Ranger Turbo. I was the only kid Power Ranger in Power Ranger
Who
Turbo.
is
That was
this
third
guy
season
here?
Power
I
Ranger
never
right after
understood.
Mighty
Is that his
Morphin.
son or something? So what can I don't know. He disappeared after. I'm like, who is this guy? I didn't even get who that guy was.
I wonder if the dude could like do all these flips and everything, or did they have like stunt people doing that? Because the Power Rangers, I know that they did like a lot of that acrobatic stuff.
I would have to ask them.
Mhm.
I would have to ask them.
I mean, I don't know if they did their own stunts or not.
Oh, and this is
About
what's
to
his
announce
name?
a new deal for the Untamed,
This is
but the anime stuff is
Seb,
going really well. So it's like, yeah, anime for
Marvin,
Niobe,
right?
live action
Marvin
for the
Comics?
Untamed.
Are you doing the anime yourself or you're hiring with me?
No, I work with a company in South Africa, an animation company in South Africa. Yeah.
So I have 44 acres in upstate New York.
Oh my gosh. Whoa.
Yeah, Daniel Baldwin is our partner
Yeah.
in our company.
Oh, wow.
Daniel's name again. May God bless him. I love it, man.
That's
But
cool.
who is this guy?
I'm going to sign these bad boys for you.
What's the show? What's the comic again?
You mean the ones that they were going through?
Yeah.
I read the name of one of them. Hang on.
Niobe comic. Who is Niobe again? I always forget his company name.
That's not the person that you're thinking of. What is that? A manga that they had?
No, it's a comic. But they already I tell you right now.
There is Sebastian A.
Niobe.
Jones. Is that who you're talking about? Are you talking about it, Sebastian A. Jones?
Oh, so Seb, yeah, that's why I meant Seb.
Yeah, and they have an Amanda Stenberg. Also.
Stranger Comics, that's the company. So shout out to Stranger Comics. I bought all 5 of these books, and he signed them all for me.
Yeah.
Where is this picture? I took a picture with him. There should be a picture with me and him, or I should have a pic with Seb directly. I met this guy. This guy's big. Yeah, that was cool.
An auctioneer, it says. He had like an auction thing on there.
Yeah, he had another company that he was running. This is a very interesting company. I want to show you guys.
How much is this?
They have big look at this thing that they have.
$1.
Look at the Star Trek kind of thing. I don't know if he, my guy.
Can I touch it or
Is that, are those carved out of wood?
Oh, this is
wood
like,
and this is
this was done with epoxy, a full Star Trek. Unbelievable! This whole thing. Like this was unbelievable. This like they charge like $200 for this thing, and it's all wood and engraved. It's like a masterpiece. Like what they're doing with wood is amazing.
epoxy.
Copyright, also like jobs that might use
You
that.
can order
Look at that
online also.
detail.
Yeah, we have an online store. If there's something you see here that you don't see online, just shoot me.
They got the Nintendo controllers, I say.
Huh?
I see the Nintendo controllers.
Yeah. They got cool stuff. They got. I got all their business cards. I'm gonna trying to make a deal with them.
Have
Put them
you
on
have you seen all the stuff about
Gremlins.
the new Mario movie? They've got an upcoming
Yeah,
Mario
I
movie.
saw. I saw it. I saw the
Yeah,
trailer today.
Brie Larson is going to be Rosalina or whatever her name is, the Mario Galaxy princess with the hair over one eye. They call that peekaboo hair.
Oh, really? Cool.
Yeah, she's doing the voice of her.
Check this out.
They're coming out with the third Gremlin.
Yeah, it was
They're
fun.
coming out with Gremlins 3.
I'm sure because they're doing all their, and these were the Star Wars guys. Yeah, that was nice. Obviously, Comic-Con San Diego is much bigger,
Yeah.
Oh, this was where you sent me. I went there. It was not worth it paying there.
What was that?
Would it be okay to just go down this corridor and get a shot of those people online?
What was that? Autographs?
People online. It was ridiculous.
Is that autographs?
That was the autograph section. I wasn't there.
Yeah, they have that at all these big things, the autograph stuff, and it's big lines. It depends on when you get there. If you go up towards the end of the day, that's when
Some of them you
had
had to register. Some of them you had to register, and you'll be waiting there, and then you wouldn't get it. You wouldn't get it.
Yeah, early or late.
I don't think they should do this line thing. I think they're messing themselves up doing this line thing.
You have to with certain people, like if it's Todd McFarlane or whoever.
He was there. He was there, but you had to register to get an autograph from him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't want to be in that level. I want to be in the level that people want to reach out to me because we got the eyeballs, That's what we want to get. We want to get to that level. Hopefully we'll get to that level. People will help us get to that level. We got to give perks and rewards to people as well to get to that level, Once let me get you back on. Yeah, so I just wanted to share.
It sounds like you're plotting and scheming. And
no, I'm not plotting and scheming. We're not
plotting.
Hey,
I'm always plotting and scheming.
No, I want our viewers to understand. We're not plotting. We're not scheming. We just want.
I'm plotting and scheming.
You can plot and scheme, but my intention is not to plot and scheme. My intention is to create a network of people, because we're networking so much, and give opportunity to people to come and network with our stuff. I mean, I have a lot of ideas of what I want to do with comics and with the whole comic book industry. Listen, everybody was talking about Diamond being bankrupt. Everybody, and how that is killing right now. Is destroying the comic book industry because a massive distribution network to be destroyed like that is a big problem. It's not a joke.
So I've been doing all right. I'm like getting some comic things, but there have been some distribution issues, and I know that Lunar really's having like being beat upside the head with stuff. There's some books that I've ordered that and waiting for that haven't like come in. So let's just say one that I haven't ordered specifically, but that I've verbalized that I want, because it's not just the comic shop that I go to; it's every single comic shop in this area. Sandman Mystery Theater Compendium #2. It's been out for months, like August or something, but nobody has even had it delivered here. They have all put in orders here. I know because I've asked them. They've all put in orders and it's not got here, but yet it's a thing. Like if I really needed it now, like all gas, no break, I could order it from Lone Star Comics down in Texas. They're one of the huger ones. They could mail it to me. But for some reason, all these comic shops are in Knoxville, which I don't know if people are privy to how big comics are in the Knoxville area, but it's one of the hotter areas for the comic shops and things like that. There's quite a few shops around here, and they stay pretty busy. And when I talk about my local shop, like Nirvana is where I'm usually at. I mean, there's people from all over that know about Nirvana. You've got the Golden Age, 1942, that's over in Maryville. You get a bunch that are in Knoxville. You got them in Carnes, different kinds of stuff. You got one in the mall. It's not really a comic shop. You got a place that has all kinds of things, and then comics that's out over in really West Knoxville. Then when you start getting in a little more from West, it's still West. You have Snake Eyes Comics. So I mean, you got several different ones. When you're downtown, there's even more of that. But no, they've got a number of comic shops, like what 5, 6, 7, 8, something like that. And Harriman, they have like not new stuff, but they've got like a collector guy that just has it like in a outlet mall kind of place, something like that. You've got that in Oak Ridge, you've got that in Clinton as well. So they're not like ordering from the companies, but nonetheless, it is a comic shop in and of itself in all of those 3 places. So I mean, it's going on. But in Knoxville, they've got a lot of places where you just have your pull list and they get all the stuff in.
Not bad. No, it's good. I'm glad that the comic industry is still alive. But I think we just got to change our way of delivering stories. I think we got to go. Comic industry has to be not standard 24 pages anymore. We got to do 100-page, on the mark, standard publication. No one wants to wait a year for an 18-pager. I'll be honest with you.
Oh, okay, so I hear what you're saying, but in reality, like say Marvel, DC, so on and so forth, 20, 24 pages, whatever, they put them out monthly. Now, would it be harder for like me to do that? Yeah, that'd be way harder. So what I've got with a series that I'm producing, 6 books, is I'm having them being worked on. Whereas there's no real big demand right now, I don't feel like I have to push it. I could put them out sooner, but I don't want any kind of delay, anything. I can go harder if I wait. So I'm planning on dropping them in like November, December of next year.
Yeah, but remember, if we're not dropping,
and then I'm going to stagger them out monthly after that because they will all be finished. I've got my Star Creep #1 that's print ready. I'm going to have number 2.
I see what you're doing. You're preparing them all in advance and then releasing them monthly.
Yes.
Right.
So that way I can. So I'll already have them where it's click, 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 and I can go ahead and do that. And they're either going to do well or tank. Well, we'll see. I've got another dude that I had written a shorter thing for. It'll be in black and white, and it's called Whitechapel. It is an English, like British dark humor comedy with Sherlock Holmes and Jack the Ripper. So all kinds of stuff going on there. Do you know how anti-Semitic, by the way, it was in the whole Jack the Ripper killing things with them constantly trying to pin it on a Jew? Do you know about that?
And it came out to be they just found forensics that proves who it was originally.
Yeah, but I mean that was a huge thing. There was like graffiti on the walls.
Yeah,
and
Jews
all
always
that
to blame for everything.
Yeah, it was rough. Yeah, the ghettos. That's where all the Jewish people were, and it's like, well, it must be him because he's a Jew, and it's like, yeah, well, he has an alibi, so it's not him, But no, it was crazy, man. When I was reading that, I was putting or writing that, I was putting like a lot of real factual things in because you're making like sharp tongued like jokes here and there and here and there and here and there. So it's like I need the facts and the statistics because there'll be somebody that knows. So about like the severed head being mailed in a box to somebody and different letters that were written and all kinds of stuff really happened. So little things that are said really happened. He went out to get a woman grapes because that was like a nice treat thing. You didn't have like all the chocolates or whatever like you have now. That's like
Right.
in like Civil War times. What people would eat for dessert? Frozen orange. Because it's an orange is sweet.
Right.
Yeah, that was like a dessert. That was like a treat.
Yeah, ice orange. Why not?
Okay.
Well, that's cool.
But yeah, that's my my plotted scheme, and I do plan on going up to Heroes Con to visit and walk through and talk with people
No,
again next year.
we got to do this thing that
or
we
whatever.
get ourselves in
Yeah.
Comic-Con next year.
I am definitely with all the stuff that I'm slinging in 2026.
And I think I can be there
2027.
because it's post all the holidays.
Oh yeah. I am
So I
interested
can
in
be there
Heroes in
Thursday and
Baltimore.
Friday. Yeah, I can be there Thursday and Friday and Sunday. And then you guys do, just be there on Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll figure
Sounds
it out.
good.
I gotta connect with those guys
Yeah.
to find out what we can do.
Heroes is in Charlotte, and Baltimore, of course, is in Baltimore. And they both have hotels.
Are you gonna go up to Baltimore? When is
I'm
Baltimore? Maybe I
interested.
go out to Baltimore. Baltimore's not far from me.
Baltimore is they've already had it. It's a week after New York.
Oh no, forget it. There's no way I can
So
do
when
both at the same
Baltimore
time.
is always a week after New York.
Yeah, it's impossible.
But they both have hotels in walking proximity, and I like that because I don't want to have to drive around or whatever. I want to have my stuff, just walk a block, whatever, and then I'm in the door. Because it just wipes you out, man. Doing that anyway, it's more tiring than it sounds like. That people don't even get. You're almost in like some kind of zombified thing. You're there, but you're not all together with it. So it's just like the less I have to do in that capacity. If I can just be well rested and whatever, it'll be good.
Yeah, no, we're gonna figure out how to do.
Yeah. But no,
So everybody, I'm
Charlotte's not
massively
dope.
exhausted, and I got a flight this coming morning. But yeah, so yeah, definitely, I think we gotta figure out how to get obviously iShook into the next level.
Yeah.
We have iShookComics.com, iShookComics.net. We got to get more writers on iShookComics.net. We got to do a lot of stuff. There's a lot happening. I mean, there's a lot of things that we're being doing.
Yeah, if you're interested in DragonCon too, DragonCon, and it's a hodgepodge of stuff, but it's in Atlanta. So, I mean, that's not far for me to go. I mean, Daniel might be available to do that even because that's home for him if he doesn't have anything else going on. But no,
when is DragonCon, by the way?
Let
me see here.
I
wouldn't go. I want to display there, but I would definitely maybe go there.
DragonCon is like, man, it's everything. It just under multiple roofs. It's a huge thing. Would it just load already? I'm clicking on it.
Oh my god, so many girls just like Wonder Woman.
Probably a lot. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm on the same page. I see it. Buy now for 2026. 2026 is September the 3rd through the 7th of next year.
Oh, that's possible. Let me see what's the. Yeah, that's possible to go.
Heroes Con is like summertime. It's like June.
But there is gaming there. There's gaming there.
Yeah. Oh, hugely.
They have GameCon in DragonCon. Yeah, am I saying it right? They have vendors. Yeah, but if you're going there, you're spending money. That's the crazy part. Streaming. All right, listen, we gotta figure it out.
Okay, absolutely.
I will go there for one time just to check it out.
And here you say you're not plotting and scheming. I'm sucking you in, Benny. I got you plotting.
No,
and
you're not. I'm not
me.
plotting and scheming.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Hey, June 12th through the 14th next year is when Heroes Con is. June 12th through 14th.
So David Boreanaz was there from Vampire Slayer. Okay. Who else was there? Interesting.
There's nothing wrong with plotting and scheming, Benny.
Charisma Carpenter, she was there. Wow.
Yeah.
She's still around? Damn.
Yeah, she was in Buffy.
Yeah.
She was like
Emma Caulfield was there, best known as Anya in the Buffy Vampire Slayer. Yeah, Buffy Vampire Slayer has a huge cult following, by the way.
Yeah. I've only seen like one or two episodes. I just know who Charisma Carpenter is because she's good looking.
Right. Did you hear they're doing the fourth Mummy? The movie Mummy with
Will Rachel Weisz be in it?
Was she in the first one?
Yes.
Yeah. Her and what's his name is gonna be there?
Brendan Fraser.
Brendan Fraser, yes. He's gonna be in it.
You don't know who Rachel Weisz is?
I forgot. I don't remember her name, bro.
She is a fine looking Jewish lady. That's who Rachel Weisz is. Fantastic.
Yeah, but I don't remember their names. I honestly don't remember the names. It's I'm not into names like like when it was basketball, right? When I like basketball, I like teams. My favorite team was the Bulls and the Spurs because I think they had at that time when I grew up the best layout of.
You're talking like Michael Jordan, though, right?
Yeah.
No,
it's not a real Bulls team without Michael Jordan. The seasons that he was there was a Bulls team, and then I started, and I always liked David Robinson. So my two favorite players were Michael Jordan and David Robinson. David Robinson and Tim Duncan were the best.
Did you ever like Larry Bird? Do you remember?
I remember Larry Bird. I love
He was
Larry Bird, but I
great.
never saw him play. I never saw it. Because it was beyond my years. You understand? I was.
He was great. I
By
remember
the way, if
him.
you see the reels now, you see he plays like Michael Jordan. It's like Michael Jordan picked out from all his all his
You
styles.
know, maybe so. So Larry Bird was actually going to being the greatest basketball player of all time, and then up came Magic Johnson and Michael Jordan, and they, they
They crushed
blew
it.
past
Yeah,
him. Yeah, I mean, so when it takes people of that caliber to beat you, you're really good.
that's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
No, they did like a McDonald's commercial. Like they were doing like free throws like from all over the place. That's when McDonald's used to have the awesome playgrounds for kids,
Right.
you know.
By the
But
way,
yeah,
they had in Dragon Con Gates McFadden. She was Beverly Crusher, and then you
yeah, I
had
know her.
Robert Duncan McNeil, who was in Voyager as the
I,
as the
I know that name.
wow.
Who was he? What was his character?
He was the pilot. What was
Oh,
his name?
Chakotay. Was
No,
it?
the other pilot.
Oh, the blonde hair Paris.
Yeah, Paris. Yeah, Paris.
Yeah,
Right. Wow.
Paris was kind of a Starbuck kind of character.
That's true.
Do you know Battlestar Galactica? You know what I speak
I
of,
know.
right?
I never watched that one.
But you know what I'm talking about. He's
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
like the roguish. He's always up to something. He always gets by with it. He's like Parker Lewis Can't Lose or Ferris Bueller's Day Off. He's that kind of guy.
Brent Spinner was there. Wow. He was Data.
That's cool. Have you ever seen Parker Lewis Can't Lose as a kid?
No. No.
You'd never seen that? Dude,
No.
so I watched an episode like a while back. I forget if it's on Tubi or where it's on. But I didn't even realize that impacted me as a kid. Because when I was a little boy, I would make like sound effects. And they do that in the show, you know, like,
Right.
you know, and stuff like that. And it's like, that's what I got that off of that show. You know, their thing is like, gentlemen, synchronize your watches. They're always doing something, you know, so that's a little Mission Impossibly. But they're always doing some kind of thing. But they always have to synchronize their watches.
That's so interesting. This whole thing is very interesting how they did this. Robert Picardo was the doctor in Star Trek Voyager. Okay, listen. You know what it is? I feel what happens is when you become irrelevant sometimes, you end up going to Comic-Con. You know, like I don't know, is that true when you become irrelevant you go to Comic-Con? I don't know.
No, I mean, no, because you've got people there that are extremely relevant. You know, you've got Scott Snyder that goes to Comic Cons and
No, I'm
things
referring, let's say actors per se.
actors. You know, it's fandom. It's stuff that they're part of something that's popular and that people have grown up with them or whatever, and they want to do
Like
that.
you're not seeing I give you an example. You're not seeing Matthew McConaughey in Comic-Con, right?
I mean,
You're not seeing him
he might go
there.
to something, but I mean, I don't know.
Nah, but he's not going to Comic-Con, bro.
Isn't it Keanu Reeves went to something in Japan or something? I'm trying to remember.
No,
You know,
Keanu Reeves goes to Comic-Con, I think.
there's
because
a few exceptions.
Yeah. You have a few people who like actually, you know, they actually like going to these things besides being, you know. All right, let's see. I'm very you know, very intrigued by the grassroots of comics itself. But you have so much grassroots. You don't have any other industry doing so many of these events, right?
Yeah, I mean, somewhat.
Where's the success stories? You know, I can't get it around me. Like
You
you
know,
have so many people, but then you have so little sales. Like it doesn't make sense.
you know, so I mean, you do have people like Rob Liefeld, but that's a different case altogether because Rob Liefeld is a big notable presence who's been in comics. He created Deadpool, yada yada yada. You know, did stuff Marvel, DC, Image, you know, all kinds of stuff like that. Then he's making his own thing. He's going on to his live streams. He's selling stuff. He's working with Image Comics, selling stuff. So he's not like just somebody off the street that just like walked in and it's like, hey, I'm making indie comics. Though you have a few of those that do well. Oh, what is that one dude's name? I'm trying to think of it. That a husband and wife that does comics that does uber well. Oh, hang on. Yehuda. Yehuda is a dude that one of those days is their comic, and he makes Dever, I think is how you say the last name.
Yehuda.
Yehuda.
No, I know how to spell Yehuda.
Okay.
Dever.
Yeah. Yes, he is an Israeli artist. But
Maya and Yehuda Dever.
A Devir.
I know Maya and Yehuda Dever.
Yes.
One of those days comics.
Yes.
Oh,
So,
I know this guy. I know this guy.
Yeah. So
Yes.
he makes like cutesy comics about
Yeah,
him and his
his
wife,
stuff
and then
gets
their
viral
kids, their
big
babies.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah, his stuff was
his stuff
viral.
is like blown up. They've made a lot of money off of their stuff. But yeah, you're just saying like an indie person that has had a big success story. Him. Yeah, I mean there's others, but I mean, I think of him as like a bam. Like if you don't know who he is, you've seen his stuff online, and you kind of know from that.
Really?
Mhm.
Yeah, he even had, I think he has a clip here. Did he meet Stanley? Like there's no images available on this. Interesting. Yeah, he's a classic. This guy.
Yeah.
He got very viral. I didn't realize he was that big.
Yeah, there are a number of artists with varying success that make all kinds of. I'm going to call. I don't even know what the word is that I could use for you, because you think of like indie comics as like one thing. They make more of the more niche, artsy indie comic stuff. So it's not like superhero stuff. It's like, this is what my childhood was like, or this is what it's like to be a full-time artist. That they make entertaining comics, like stuff like that, and it's more underground. That's the word I'm looking for. It's more
Right.
underground type style of things. Somewhere between Mad Magazine and the Diary of a Wimpy Kid is what I mean when I say underground. Like, so it doesn't look like Marvel or DC, but it certainly has its own artistic vibe. They range.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
All right, I'm gonna have to call it a night.
We'll do it.
I got a flight to catch.
Okay.
6 a.m.
All right. Be well, man.
Yeah, no doubt. Hopefully, I think we gotta make some change. Be like we gotta disrupt the comic industry. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I'm a
Yeah.
disruptor.
We know that for sure. You always disrupt something.
Yeah. Okay.
All right,
Awesome.
everybody. Thank you for joining me and Ben in a boring conversation for tonight. Just kidding. It was fun. It was fun.
Yeah.
I hope everybody gets to enjoy our conversations and get more understanding of what comics. Listen, it's a journey. We're going through a journey making our comics work, right? That's the reality. And taking iShook Comics department and section of the company into a success story. That's what we want, right?
Mhm.
So, I mean, that's what we're working on. All right. Be well. May God bless everybody and see you till next time. Hopefully next week. Same time, same place. Be well, everybody. Bye bye.